So we've talked a lot about the sort of issues facing data centers. I mean, if you are operating traditional infrastructure, what would they need to do to transition across to SoftIron and its product range?
Excellent question. So I think one of the cores of what we're trying to do with SoftIron is create an architecture without any vendor lock-in, maybe weirdly or perversely, however we're going to describe it. And we achieve that by creating the core of the product as open source.
Yeah.
So in the case of software-defined storage, for example, we use a project called Ceph.
Yeah.
And the beauty of open source is, that software can run on anybody's hardware. And so many times customers come to us already using that software but running it on generic hardware or outdated hardware and are looking for a more efficient solution. So by utilizing these open source projects, we can give a fantastic migration path over to using SoftIron. And open source is widely deployed in data centers today. I think the statistic is somewhere along the lines of 95% of data centers are using some amount of open source software today. And so we're taking the best of what's great about open source in terms of no vendor lock-in and a broad, vibrant community contributing to it, and a great feature set fundamentally. But then wrapping it in the ability to deploy it with kind of an enterprise class experience. So super efficient hardware, a management layer all around it to make it easy to deploy and easy to manage, and then integrated support from us and from our partners on the entire software and hardware solution that you purchase. So the migration path, both to SoftIron and heaven forbid in the future away from SoftIron, is actually very, very easy, very transparent, as we talked about in the past, and very resilient as well. Again, I'll use the resilience word because fundamentally you have this open source core which is deployed around the globe by some of the biggest household names you can think of already using that software.